After weeks of heated negotiations, the House finally abandoned the idea of a timeline and agreed to President Bush's war funding bill. This is considered the biggest Democratic collapse since Nancy Pelosi's facelift gave out. In tonight's feature story, former President Jimmy Carter has come under fire for saying that the Bush administration has been, quote, the worst in history.
Here with us now to discuss the matter is presidential historian Stephen Kearns. Stephen, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Stephen, now, with regard to former President Carter criticizing our current commander-in-chief, President Bush's defenders point to the fact that Jimmy Carter's presidency wasn't exactly considered a success.
Yes, I've heard that criticism, but I think those people are missing the point.
And that would be?
The point is, Jimmy Carter's 27 years of service to this country as ex-president. I'd argue Jimmy Carter is one of the greatest ex-presidents in U.S. history.
I take it you're referring to his charity work.
Well, not just that, Jennifer. I mean, think about it. Back in 1981, within minutes of Jimmy Carter becoming ex-president, the American hostages in Iran who had been held for 400 days were on their way home. Suddenly, under ex-President Carter. Not bad for the first 10 minutes of his ex-presidency, huh?
But the Iranians, they wanted to humiliate Carter, and that's why they waited until just after he left office to release the hostages.
Exactly. By becoming ex-president, Jimmy Carter, in effect, rescued those hostages. He was a hero.
Okay.
Hey, before Jimmy Carter became ex-president, this country had a double-digit misery index. We were turning down our thermostats and putting on sweaters. By becoming ex-president, Jimmy Carter turned all that around. Suddenly, Americans were working again, our wallets were full, and our pride was back.
But the economic recovery you're talking about was actually the direct result of Ronald Reagan's presidency.
Technically. But who put Ronald Reagan in the White House? Jimmy Carter did.
By losing, though.
His loss to Ronald Reagan in the 1980 presidential election was one of the great unselfish acts in the history of American statesmanship.
You know what? It sounds to me that you're trying to give Jimmy Carter credit for things that President Reagan actually did.
Well, you can't rewrite history, Kurt. Under ex-president Jimmy Carter, our economy boomed, our military was rebuilt, and oh yeah, by the way, we won that little skirmish known as the Cold War. Do you honestly believe any of that would have happened had Jimmy Carter not become ex-president?
Okay, but by your measure, Mr. Kearns, doesn't ex-president Jimmy Carter then have to take responsibility for what happened September 11th, 2001?
That's a nice try, Jen. Any presidential historian worth his salt will tell you that 9/11 took place under the ex-presidency of Bill Clinton. Or Gerald Ford, depending on the historian.
Well, thank you very much for your unique insight into this slice of American history, Mr. Kearns. We look forward to you becoming our ex-guest.
We do.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Good night, America.
Ex-guest. Better already.
Yeah.
I see his point now. Now that he's gone, it's a lot better. Wow.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. It kind of makes sense.